Okay, welcome back to Once Upon a Game, where we're playing a really cool story game called House of Reeds, and it's a GMless story game. So, Robert and I are just kind of have share equal power, crafting this story, and it was completely just made up together, um, following the rules put out by this game, House of Reeds, by Sam Kabo Ashwell. It's just a game about a family, and our game tonight has been about a a caveman or like a tribe of cavemen and women who are living and going through the years and sort of exploring and kind of depressing actually. We've been getting
Yeah.
a lot of sad stuff. Um, and so we're gonna continue. This is going to be year three. We've just done 2 consecutive years. Um, so let me go ahead and update everyone's ages, and then we can begin. I'm surprised we haven't gotten anyone killed yet or anyone added yet, as well as we haven't gotten the build card. So we also
Yeah.
haven't been able to build anything. It's just been like complicate, conflict, violence, and joy.
Right.
So, um, let's begin. So I'm gonna rolling my D16. Six. Speak of the devil. Arrival. Um, I think the over the remaining winter of last year into early spring this year, um, I think Malika really nurses Jarmog back to health, and I think Jarmog becomes like a welcome member of the family. And since his tribe's no longer there,
Right.
he becomes. I haven't been updating his age, but he should be 23.
Yeah.
Um, so now Malika's description changes to wife of Jarmog. Or- So I think the Sunwell is covered in nice flowers. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of like green, like reeds, or like what do you call like when you string together like things?
Wreaths
Wreaths.
or
Yeah. And they just like kind of like hang them like ribbons over different things like a wedding ceremony. So there's like, you know, various like long grass and stuff, and I don't want to draw little like lavender dots, but whatever.
yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Leafington, you have to stop, or I'm gonna ban you because you're too funny. And then Jarmog asks Malika to take her an army of horsemen to Westeros. Reverse Khal Drogo. Ah, God. All right, to you, Robert.
All right. Okay. 11 conflict. Of course.
No, we already got it. We already got conflict. Redo.
Okay. 6. So we already got one.
Oh yeah, we already. I just did arrival.
15. Violence. Okay, we haven't had that one. Okay, so this thing. Let's look at it. Okay. An army of horsemen. So this is going to take place in So did your arrival take place in?
Oh, the arrival was early spring
Okay.
because it was like them nursing over the winter, and then he was finally like okay to be married. Like he was like up on his own feet and stuff like that.
Right. Um. So I'm gonna say that um uh so violence. Okay, so Jarmog being the level oaf that he um
Classic Jarmog.
uh is in the glade um teaching Aya how to fight essentially. Like
Okay.
Aya has convinced him to like teach her, like probably through some uh kind of like wiles. Like Aya's like she's been like prodding him a little bit, like they kind of been hanging out in the glade, and she'll like like poke at him or be like, what, like come on.
Oh yeah, yeah, like yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Like she's playing off and like she'll get him riled up so he starts fighting her, and then she's like learning from like having to
Yeah,
defend
yeah,
herself.
yeah.
But I think that she pushes him a little bit too far one time. Like she strikes a nerve, and he lashes out at her, and I think probably breaks her arm or something. Not in a like I snapped her arm, but like hits her hard enough that it breaks her arm.
Oh shit.
Um, and uh, yeah, and so I did probably late spring. Late spring. This takes place in.
Okay. So
Um,
this is not that long after they got married.
no.
Okay.
Um, yeah. Should I deal with that could be the end of it.
Yeah, I mean you could. Does anything change in the glade? It doesn't have to.
Um, I would say that um, while uh, while Aya's being nursed back to health,
Mm-hmm.
the quote unquote bad flowers don't grow.
Oh, okay. So I will remove some of them.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay. Cool. Disaster. Awesome. Um. Oh, do I? Do I do this? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Um, a um, so this is now like part of the summer, and a is trying to like nurse her arm back, and it's not working. It gets infected, and they basically have to like amputate her arm. So, yeah. So Aya is now uh, lost like part of her arm from like her like elbow.
Right. Uh, left or right? Do we think?
Let's just go with left.
Okay.
But that also reshuffles the deck. Boom.
All right. And that happened when? Probably
This,
like early summer.
yeah. More like midsummer because like it takes a while to like get infected and stuff.
Yeah.
So midsummer. Violence. Oh, and the deck's been reshuffled, so it totally happens.
Yeah. So I would say piggyback right off of that.
Sure.
Like basically probably like a few days after that, even like Uru is just fuming,
Okay.
like mad at
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
Aya and Jarmog, and like essentially like they just get into it, and like over like dinner or something, like Aya's like having difficulty like eating, and Uru just like stands up and punches Jarmog in the face,
Oh shit.
and they just get into a fight that like it takes the rest of like the family to like pull them apart and like get them calmed down.
Damn.
um Leavington.
No,
uh
Leafington says Malika's still young. She can find another husband. You're
um
cold, man. You're cold.
but yeah, so like it just kind of really messes up, like Jarmog is upset, like he's mad, he didn't want to do it, like it just causes a whole bunch of um like discord and messed up feelings and emotions, because like no one is happy about like what has gone down, and like there's
Oh
just
yeah.
like yeah, there's a added tension into the air, I think.
Yeah, it was like, well, there was like already hostile tensions, and yeah, it's like it was just a boil over of the tension, basically, right?
Right,
As you
right.
describe it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, there we go, there's my other violence.
Okay. Um, that's that's the year, right? I started with the arrival of Jarmog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. Another
yeah,
year down. It's year 4.
yeah.
Damn, we're churning through this game. Cool. All right. Roll them bones. Those digital bones. Those cyber bones. 9. Joy. God, like, I'm the only person who gets joy. Um, yeah. So I know what's gonna happen here. Um, it's it's springtime, and Malika gives birth to twins.
Awesome.
So they're not technically family members yet. So I'm just gonna put them over here again. They are um, Tarmin, Tarmin 0, meaning 0 years old, and Ygritte. So they're fraternal twins.
Okay.
Tarmin, I guess, Tarmin's sex is male and Ygritte's sex is female.
All right. Cool. I liked it.
Okay.
Change.
The outside world is changing. Show how family members experience this. And then we reshuffle.
Um, I would say that, um, like winters are getting, I wouldn't say longer, like it's technically the spring, but like the effects of winter are lasting longer. So you're getting snow flurries during this spring, like even late into the spring. Um,
Oh,
you're getting like not heavy snow, but snow flurries, and it's not as warm. Um,
like global cooling.
right. Uh, and I think the glade itself, like the flowers are like it's full. It's full of these flowers. Um,
Ooh.
um,
Are you gonna make the flowers?
yeah, I can.
Okay, cool.
Did you what color? Why did I pick such a small brush?
This might be outside the scope of your scene, but how does Uru, the shaman, think of the cold?
So I would say that like most of the family, like most of the tribe, and like Malika, and Jormog,
Hmm.
like are all just like, oh man, like it's freaking weird. Like we have to prepare more. Like this winter is probably going to be really bad too. Like
Yeah, they're thinking it's a bad winter.
yeah. But like Uru is incredibly concerned about it because he like knows what's up. Like he has this like, oh shit, like the flowers and the winter and like Aya is being like he's but he's also conflicted. Like he doesn't want to. It's his daughter, and he knows his daughter is probably the cause of what's going on,
Yeah, definitely.
and so he like probably hasn't brought it up yet. He's just like kind of conflicted, maybe a little
Fuck.
bit like yeah, maybe a little bit more distant, like not keeping up on the rituals, like
Progress. Finally, another nice thing again. Something good happens that benefits the family as a whole.
I feel like you're the agent for good and I'm the agent for
Yeah,
bad.
it just so happens.
Like you keep adding a good thing and I keep shutting it down.
So progress. Um, I think, I think it's a great gap, like, despite the cold, I think, by the time it's, like, fall, and they're, like, really, like, starting to worry about the winter,
Mm-hmm.
they found, like, a surprisingly large amount of food in game for the winter. So food won't be an issue this winter. So
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna draw all the like food. I'm just gonna draw a bunch of like red shit. And this is what meat looks like. Look at all this just meat lying around.
I like that you took Malika's bed and you just made two smaller versions of it.
Thank you. Well, she basically cut off like strips of her bed or whatever for
Oh, that
them.
is awesome.
So stockpiles of food and berries and all that kind of stuff for the winter.
Awesome.
Progress. Or
11. Did we have conflict? Yeah, we just had conflict, right? No, we had.
no. Did you get conflict again?
Yeah.
God, you've gotten conflict.
This is the third
Yeah, it's
time,
the
I think.
third time. In 4 years, you've gotten conflict.
Oh, man. Um,
That's
okay.
three. What is that? 3 out of 12 rolls? 25%?
Yeah. uh,
Incredible.
let me see. I think that um so I think this is between Urt and Uru, and it's like right before winter starts. Um, Urt has basically realized that like Uru, like what's up with the rituals? Like, are we safe? Like, are we gonna be okay during this winter? We have enough food, I see that, but like, have you done the rituals? What can you tell us about this winter?
Mm.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
And Uru just is like shutting down. Like he keeps making excuses and is like, no, I've done them, like, don't worry, this is totally fine, like, it's gonna be all right. And like Aya has taken, like, he basically, like, Aya, who cannot go outside anymore, like doesn't have an arm, is functionally useless to the tribe, has done all of these things. And yeah, so
Shit.
yeah, yeah.
Damn it. Uru, get your shit together, man. You're losing it. Awesome. Um, is that one, two? Is that another year?
I
It's
think so,
another
yeah.
year. All right.
Yep. I feel so bad.
It's all right. So, are we having a good time? Is this working out well?
Yeah, no, this is fantastic. I
Yeah.
like that you're everything you set up I knocked down.
Yeah, I really like this. This is a really fun game for two people. This I think if there's ever a time in future games where there's two people, this might be a really solid go-to. But I would be willing to try Microscope with two people as well, because
Yeah.
there's not that many games that are good for two people.
Yeah, Atlas is good.
Yeah, Atlas is also up there.
Yeah.
Um, so they all moved up. Tarmin Tarmin survived a year. Ygritte survived a year.
Wow, Aya is as old as Malika was when we started this.
Yeah, that's true. Leafington asks, "Is this game specifically for two people?" No, it is not. It is for two to six people, actually. It just so happens that when you play with two people, the game gets really cozy and goes by pretty quickly. 16. Awesome. Discovery. Finally. Um, a family member finds something or learns something new. Um, something like. Oh, it doesn't have to be a good discovery, does it?
It doesn't have to be. I mean, you are.
I think during Aya's time in the dark room when she's like doing a lot of like of the ritual work for Uru, I think I think it dawns on Aya that she might be like part of the reason why of all the bad luck. Like I think she's dawning on her that like she might be still in denial of it, but I think she's starting to realize her own personal like position in like the cosmic karmic wheel, right?
Okay, yeah, yeah. So it's like she's starting, like, she might deny it, but she can't,
Yeah, that
like,
like
not.
but yeah, like she's starting to do the math and realizes that she's part of the equation and like everything she's doing is negative.
Right.
Like inadvertently.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
My
Let's
discovery.
let's find out what bad thing comes from that ritual.
Nice.
Okay. All right, and so that happened in spring. So I'm gonna say that because Uru is like kind of messed up, they get to it late. They don't do the uh the spring ritual until later in the spring.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
at this point, Aya is the one who's doing it,
Mm.
and uh, and I think that um, so she lights the incense and she's sitting there, and it lasts longer than it's supposed to. Like Uru can do this in like a few hours. It takes Aya like a couple of days
Mm.
to get through this.
Sure. Sure.
Um, but I think after it, like, she comes out of it, and I'm gonna say, and it's like kind of like with a like kind of smile on her face, like she's happy, like she's for the first time probably like honest happiness has come out of it since she lost her arm, and she like basically says things will be good, like and like is very confident, like more confident than Uru was ever whenever he made his claims. Like she's like things will be good.
Oh man. Okay.
And then she goes out into the glade and gets rid of all of the bad flowers.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, so she's like trying to purge the bad karma stuff. And
Right.
I just realized that I never added a card for build. So
Okay.
that was never in there. So now it just rolls 17s.
Okay.
Whatever. We're just going to play on.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's my ritual.
So the ritual removes the green incense from the dark room, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That wasn't another year, was it?
No. No, that was we're halfway through.
That's right. This is the halfway point. Well, already did discovery. It's fucking 17-sided die. Arrival. Um. Okay. Okay. Um. I think which one joins the family, or maybe someone else joins the family. I think someone else joins the family. I think this is like winter,
Mm-hmm.
and a stranger comes around and is offered. Oh my god! No, can I do that? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. A 25-year-old man, um, also by the name of Jarmog, comes back. Only he's not scarred at all or anything. Um, but he's like almost like amnesic, and has trouble remembering, but knows his name was Jarmog.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah. So I need. He doesn't have a he. All he remembers that he used to have a saber tooth fur, but lost it at some point.
Dang. Yeah. All right.
So he gets and he gets welcomed into the Sunwell. This place is getting crowded, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Silence.
So like I kind of have a question. Like, how does Malika and Jarbog like react to this? Like, is it
um, I'm gonna put question mark. Um, Malika. I mean, Malika's been with this Jarmog for a few years, and they have kids.
right?
So they've been together for 2 years. I think Malika's in love with this Jarmog and not this other Jarmog that just showed up.
Right.
But Malika does note that this new Jarmog looks suspiciously like the other Jarmog as well.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me see what I get.
Yeah, cap out this year.
15.
I think we already have
As
violence. Yeah, we already have the violence.
we already had progress. Tradition.
Tradition.
I already had that one yet.
Show how family members are shaped by the past.
Okay. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so in drop the pen. Like I would say that Aya is becoming essentially the shaman of this tribe. Like
Yeah.
Uru's kind of lost it at this point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Aya is much stronger than Uru ever was. Like, and I'm gonna say in like a weird way, she's stronger.
I'm just gonna update her description.
Yeah. But in the spirit of being a rabble-rousing upstart, is starting to take like walks with this new Jarmog, and is like starting to spend time with that, like with him, and like in a like also like not what you're supposed to do. Like, you know, the guy is supposed to announce that he would like this woman. And,
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
but she's like kind of wooing him in a way. Yeah. In the tradition of being a rabble-rousing upstart.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, Aya likes this new Jarmog.
Right.
So that's halfway through this year, right?
No, that's the
that's the end. That's the end of this year. That's right. That's right. Okay. So update everyone. We still haven't gotten a departure.
Yeah. This family just keeps growing.
Now it's fucking Cylon Full House. Of crazy Stone Age Full House. I love it. You just had 5, so you just had tradition. Arrival? Wait, I already had arrival.
Yeah, we've already had a rep.
I never marked it. But it's like, Christ, how many people are gonna show up? It's like it's a refugee camp.
Already had discovery.
Progress, already had it. Ritual.
Already had it.
Yep. I'm gonna mark that as well. Already having it. I mean, it's more like things we don't have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm just gonna roll a 9. Just so this is gonna be all the ones that are available.
Okay.
A 7. So one, complicate, disaster, change, departure, age. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 7 is support. So I'm supporting. Show how family members support one another against adversity. All right. Oh, I got it. So I think a kind of sees a lot of like sees hope in the new Jarmog and like the amnesic Jarmog, and thinks that he has a huge place to play in like the coming future of our tribe. Quote unquote, you know, or the subtext meaning that Aya wants to marry him.
Right. Right.
um, and so I think Aya um, is determined to make things right in terms of like karma and stuff like that, and removes all the flowers in the glade. And I think Uru sees Aya like wanting this, perhaps like getting the picture that she likes Jarmog,
Right.
and Uru's gonna help Aya clear the glade of all that shit.
Okay.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be lazy. Oops. Boom. Tribe is supporting Aya in trying to make things right.
Awesome. All right. So now we do D8.
Yeah.
One, two.
Change.
Change.
Cool. This is a reshuffle.
Awesome.
Finally.
Yeah. And so that, when did you say that your last one took place?
Oh, summer.
Summer. Okay, so I'm gonna say, as almost a like oppositionary or opposite thing that happened the last time I got change. This summer has lasted longer. And so there's like more game defined and more like so it's like they're better able to prepare for the winter. And this just kind of like brings about, like, even though the last one had the same, like they got a lot of food, it was like luck.
Mm-hmm.
They got that. Like this feels like more like the world is like helping them
In their
like,
favor.
yeah, in their favor. And so there's a lot more kind of jubilation and like celebration and all of these things about like the coming winter.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Um, does Uru and Aya see it as like them clearing the glade, like spiritually?
Yeah, I think so. I think at this point they've realized that that was like what happened, and that by doing this, like,
Basically, they realized that Uru was right all along and told her not to
right,
fucking play with the flowers.
right. Yeah, and I think there might be like a touching moment, like where Aya kind of is like,
Realizes.
well, like it kind of apologizes in her own like rebellious and like kind of like, hey, like I should have listened. I
Yeah.
was like I was young, and I think like is like we were all young ones,
Yeah.
like kind of thing.
And foolish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that was a change. So it's a blank slate. Um, let me roll, and then I'll clear that stuff. 5, tradition. Show how family members are shaped by the past. Okay. What's up, amnesic Jarmog? Um, I think I think this is going to happen after they find this will play on the dove. This dovetails from your previous scene. Um, I think all of like the abundance of fur and stuff like that sort of like triggers Jarmog's brain a little bit,
Uh huh.
and he realizes that he was a hunter a long time ago, and he remembered asking someone to marry, but doesn't remember anything else.
Right.
So I think that's how the past
Okay. Yeah.
has shaped. I think Malika realizes that at this point that perhaps she married the wrong Jarmog.
Right.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. Interesting.
Or not. Maybe there's just multiple Jarmogs.
It's a common name.
It's the Michael Smith of the of the prehistoric world.
Yeah. Dang it, change again. Um. Okay. I'm gonna say it's. You said it was in spring.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
yeah. I mean, it was dovetailing off the abundance of game. So wouldn't that actually
Uh.
be summer?
Yeah.
Like later summer?
Yeah. Um. So I'm gonna say that change. Um. That's happening probably in, I guess, in the fall, right? Are we at the end of the year or are we at the beginning?
It's up to you. Like you can.
Yeah. I would say fall. Fall of the end of the year. A lot more tribes are around now.
Okay.
Like
Like the
the one
abundance brought tribes.
yeah, yeah, there's a lot more tribes around. And I think that um because of our relationship or the tribe's relationship with that other external tribe,
Mm-hmm.
things are going kind of well. Like there's not a lot of conflict like when these tribes come in, like the outside tribe that has had the most abundant, like had the most growth is the tribe we allied with, and so they're essentially able to define what these other tribes, how they view our tribe, and
Okay.
since they view us well, like the other tribes are viewing us well.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, and so there hasn't been like it's our tribe is like, it's the tribe on the hill, that like
Yeah.
watches, that has always been here kind of thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're like the oldest tribe now.
Right. Yeah. Like they watch over us.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
So then the deck gets free shuffled, and is that another? That's another year, isn't it?
I believe so.
Damn. Tarmin is 2. Igris is 2. All right. It's almost 11, so I think we're gonna go to our last break. So see you in about 5 minutes for the concluding parts of this game of House of Reeds, and then a little bit of discussion where Robert and I sort of like decompress and talk about the game. So see you in like 5 minutes.